Welcome back everyone to the Sim Racing Show, your weekly dose of all of the exciting updates in the world of sim racing. I'm your host this week, Kireth, and this week the spotlight is completely on Assetto Corsa EVO, with massive revelations about its early access launch, a brand new driving academy mode, and customization options that could potentially redefine the sim racing experience. But I think there's a lot of confusion as well. I'm not happy with everything that's coming out with Assetto Corsa EVO, and I don't think you will be as well. I'm going to let you know. We're also going to dive into iRacing's response to criticism I let you know about last week over its Ferrari 499p hybrid. Very controversial, embarrassing for iRacing. The return of F1 sim racing, an expansion for Monster Jam Showdown. That's not all. There's teasers for Pista Motorsport, World of Outlaws Dirt Racing coming to PC, and loads more beside. But let's start with Assetto Corsa EVO, because a very controversial Overtake.gg interview with Kuno Simolone's figurehead Marco Mazzarotto revealed that Assetto Corsa EVO will gain its 1.0 release in fall 2025, autumn 2025. This is despite the game coming into early access in January 16th, so in a couple of weeks, and hype is currently fever pitch thanks to the popularity of Assetto Corsa and Assetto Corsa Competizione, and people trying to work out how the world of Assetto Corsa is going to be in 2025 and beyond. So as we head towards early access, this is the main focus of sim racers. So Assetto Corsa EVO is going to have a very confusing 2025. There are major updates planned during early access and beyond. So what are we going to launch with? We're going to launch with a driving academy in January. Players are going to experience a Gran Turismo style licensing system with sports and supercars, alongside an evolving in-game economy designed to refine gameplay through player feedback. By version 1.0 in fall, they say, probably will get delayed, the game will feature over 100 cars, including road vehicles, racing prototypes, and vintage models, as well as 15 tracks. But we're not going to have that at launch. Post-launch, an additional 5 tracks will be released as free updates to boost multiplayer activity. The EVO expansive Eifel region, spanning 1,600 kilometers, will arrive in summer 2025. So that's fully coming in summer, offering players to drive with AI-controlled and human-controlled traffic. Multiplayer modes are expected by mid-2025, with daily events and rankings integrating directly in the game, which is good, don't use third-party platforms. And the long-awaited car tuning and customization system will debut with version 1.0. So that's when you're going to get your performance and aesthetic modifications, including the options like tyre compound, spoilers, and interior finishes. So there's going to be regular updates, they say, adding new cars and tracks. They're promising an immersive experience. It's going to blend open world exploration, competitive racing, and deep vehicle customization, which is right up my street. However, it's very confusing what we're going to get at launch. It's going to be stripped down, what we're going to get for our money, what's going to come at 1.0, what's coming in between, and what comes after, because many people thought that Assetto Corsa EVO would be the official game of the GTWC, as well as the home of SRI Esports upon release, with reports from Overtake.gg coming last week. However, that was later confirmed as wrong. That's not true. ACC is going to be the official SRI Esports game based on the GT3 Sports Simulator. That was a mistaken interview or reporting by Overtake.gg, by the way. We're a massive company owned by Porsche, so they probably should ideally know better there. By the way, this sim racing show is just me and my editor, so please subscribe here if you want to help the underdogs. But we don't know what's going to happen after 2025. Where are we going to be for GT3 spec racing? It could still be ACC2. Now, for iRacing, after facing criticism about the 499p hypercar, iRacing have now clarified that they are going to address the physics and hybrid issues that have been identified by people like Jimmy Broadbent and myself. So iRacing plans to reduce the unrealistic grip levels of the car and the other hypercars, while also improving the hybrid model present on all the battery system machines, something that Le Mans Ultimate has got right, and a lot of people are playing Le Mans Ultimate now over iRacing for hypercars. So this is embarrassing for iRacing. They're giving up territory here. F1 sim racing is back for 2025. Everyone's hoping, I think, it's going to be less controversial than last year's mess, where there were delays, cancellations, people didn't think it was going to happen. It wasn't a good season at all. It wasn't even really a season. This time around, drivers will compete in 3 separate events, which are all going to be in Stockholm, consisting of 4 rounds each, making it a 12-round calendar with a $750,000 prize pool. So it's not the F1 Esports of old, but it's going to be a 3-trip event. Freddie Rasmussen of Red Bull took top honors last year, and this year he's teamed up with Jana Wattme at Red Bull. What an insane lineup that is. So yeah, we'll be following it, trying to speak with some of the drivers as well. Argentinian-themed racing sim Pista Motorsport did hint at the flavour of its next content update by sharing some images of a Toyota, the Camry, That is something that's in the South American nation's premier championship, Turismo Carreta, designed for silhouette cars from makers like Dodge, Chevrolet, and Ford. It's got a straight 6 engine, 480 brake horsepower, should make it a handful to control. Still no date set for its release to the early access sim, but we're thinking there's going to be a 4-car, 4-track release early in 2025. Great to see kind of new sims coming in like Pista Motorsport. Obviously, the graphics don't look great, but I think it has decent VR support. People are saying, I'll try that out, maybe on the Quest 3 or the Pimax Crystal. The previous iRacing published game, World of Outlaws, in 2022, made it to consoles, but didn't come to PC. It's a dirt sim racing game that annoyed people in the dirt sim racing community. But iRacing has confirmed that the game's sequel, so World of Outlaws Dirt Racing 24, is definitely coming to PC, and it should be available in 2025. I've recently been doing some oval racing and iRacing in VR and loving it, so I might have a go on that game. Milestone has unveiled DLC for Monster Jam Showdown. It's a Hawaiian-themed environment, and it features a touch of lava. The Aloha expansion adds 5 new trucks with multiple liveries, 6 tropical tracks, and a brand new arena to the game, and a volcano as well, apparently. I seem to remember Monster Jam was like really criticized at launch, so it's interesting that Milestone are supporting it. Obviously, Milestone are they have a lot of heritage in the sort of sim racing, motorbike, rally space in the sim racing world, so it's interesting to see they're doing Monster Jam at the moment. Hopefully Milestone will come back into fold and do something that's a bit more exciting. Now, I have a request from you. So firstly, obviously make sure you subscribe. Secondly, I want to be doing the Sim Race News awards and the awards for the sim racing show as well. So put in the comments what you want to see win best game, best redemption game, which game has kind of redeemed itself, who is the best sim racer, who is the best sim racing streamer. Let me know your categories and let me know who should win. There's so many people watching. You'll have watched the sim racing show all the way through the year. It's all on Spotify as well at the moment. So please do let me know in the comments what you want to see in terms of winning those awards, and we'll put it into a video and we'll do the awards. And I'm very excited. iRacing, Le Mans Ultimate, R Factor 2, AMS2 with the 1.6 update. We've got Ren Sport as well. We've got ACC, AC Evo. Is AC Evo eligible yet for maybe hyped up game of the year? We've still got the original Assetto Corsa, which I did a lot on this year as well. Forza Motorsport, is that going to be up there for redemption game of the year? Gran Turismo 7. What about like best supported game as well? So it's going to be a big deal. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are, and I can't wait to see that. But thank you so much everyone for joining this year so far in the Sim Racing Show. Really appreciate it. Great to have you on board. And hopefully we're going to make the Sim Racing Show even better going into 2025. So I appreciate you. It's a huge part of the channel, and I'm very, very, very excited about it. I will see you all next time.